Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ovi. Today we're going to be talking about why I switched from the Shure MV88 to the Deity V-Lav Lavalier microphone. Man, that's a mouthful. So grab yourself a drink. We're going to be talking about some audio. I wanted to do this video out in the backyard because this is kind of where I was having problems with the Shure MV88. Being in an outside environment and having different noises and feedback, I wanted to see the comparison between the different microphones. When it comes to creating content from YouTube, you gotta make sure that you have good video and you gotta make sure you have good audio. Now my video I'm doing all through an iPhone 13 Pro Max. The video quality is great. I just use the front facing camera anyway. Any close-up shots I do with the back camera. And so far the video has been great. The problem with an iPhone is that it has built-in microphones, which are great for TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff, but you don't wanna use that for creating content that you're gonna put on YouTube. When I started this YouTube channel, I had a Shure MV88 and I love this microphone. It's a condenser mic. It's built very well. It can definitely withstand some abuse. It plugs directly into the iPhone with the lightning port. It comes with a hard shell case and a windscreen. The audio quality that I was getting out of this microphone is definitely miles ahead of the built-in microphone with the iPhone. And when you plug it in, you can use the Shure Motive app, and the app gives you a lot of functionality with the microphone. You can change it from being omnidirectional to super cardioid or just cardioid. You can adjust the gain level with the microphone, so when you're recording video, your audio is always at the proper volume. And overall, this microphone, it hasn't really let me down until recently. So the problems I've been getting is that, one, you do have to connect to the lightning port. When I have my case on here, my case doesn't allow for it to sit flush and therefore it doesn't connect. So in order for me to use it, I have to take the case off. This is more of a little annoyance really. I ended up getting a lightning port extension cable. It's only like 3 inches long. I'm a child. But the problem with it is I use my phone mainly with the DJI OM4, and when you have the extension cord on there, it just hangs off the side. The other problem is that it changes the weight distribution, so the DJI OM4 has trouble compensating for that and it basically malfunctions. When I record with it, I have to plug in the extension and then sit the microphone on this flat surface on the DJI. The problem I've been running into, I think it's because of the Bluetooth connection between the DJI and the iPhone, is that the mic picks up radio frequencies. That's a problem I've been having over my last couple videos, is whenever I'm recording, there's this drone of the radio frequency being picked up, and I have to use a 31 band equalizer to try to get rid of that drone. But once I get rid of the drone, then my voice sounds completely unnatural. You know, I bought this microphone to give me better audio quality, but effectively is not doing that. So I looked into lavalier microphones because I figured that's probably the best thing to get for YouTube videos. There's a bunch of them that I was looking at. Everybody talks about the Rode lavalier mic, and that seems to be a very popular one. But the problem that I saw with the Rode is that the cable is only 5 feet long, so you have to be very close to your camera in order to use it. I think it was more designed to be used with their wireless transmitters so that you can just throw that in your pocket. You don't really need a long cord for that one. You could also plug it into a voice recorder and have the voice recorder sitting close by, so that could work, but I don't have a voice recorder either. I plug directly into my phone. Listening to sound tests on a lot of YouTube videos, I don't like how it sounds. It sounds kind of like it has a lot of high end, it doesn't have the low end. It's just not my sound signature that I like. The one that I did like was the Sony's lavalier microphone, but the problem with the Sony was that it picks up a lot of radio frequencies and it picks up a lot of overhead noise, which is like your static. Like if you have a fan running, it's gonna pick up the sound of that fan. That's more work that you're gonna have to do in the EQ settings to dial that out. I also thought about using my microphone that I use for vocals. It's a Shure Beta 58 Alpha. Now this one, I normally have it running into an effects pedal, and then that goes to my PA. So when I record vocals for my cover songs, I have it bypass the effects completely, and it just goes straight into my Scarlett Focusrite and goes right into Logic Pro, and I do all the effects there. But I can't use this for YouTube videos videos because the mic is very, very directional. It only picks up things directly in front of the microphone. That was the whole reason I bought it, was so I can perform in a live band setting and it doesn't get any feedback from any other instruments or guitar cabs and stuff like that. With trying to do a YouTube video, I have to have it like directly in front of my face and I can't really move around too much. I also thought about getting one of the USB condenser mics. That's gonna take up desk space. You have to record into, you know, some software, and then later on you have to use the audio you recorded and then time it up with your video, and that's just more work that you have to do in post-processing. And honestly, I would like to minimize the amount of post-processing work that I have to do. So then I ran into this microphone. It's the Deity V-Lav lavalier microphone. Now the Deity, a lot of things stuck out to me, right? It has a 5-meter long cable, so that's 15 feet. I can be a good distance away from the phone. I can move around and it's not gonna mess up my audio quality. It's always the same because it's placed right here. I also like that there's a processing unit put on here. So it uses 2 batteries. It changes the functionality of the microphone from TRRS to TRS depending on what system you're plugging it into. And the processor automatically detects the system and switches it for you, and then your device is gonna power the microphone, and it's not battery powered at that point. That way the battery can last up to 800 hours. You don't have to worry about anything. It increases its capabilities, right, of what it's compatible with. So you plug it into an iPhone, it's gonna work. You plug it into a Samsung phone, it's gonna work. You plug it into your camera's audio jack, it's gonna work. So I wanted to do a quick little audio test so you can hear the differences between the different microphones. So this is how the audio sounds using the iPhone's built-in microphones with no post-processing. This is how the audio sounds using the Shure MV88 without post-processing. So this is how the audio sounds recording to the Deity V-Lav with no post-processing. This is how the audio sounds using the iPhone's built-in microphone with post-processing. This is how the audio sounds using the Shure MV88 with post-processing. This is how the audio sounds when recording to the Deity V-Lav with post-processing. So I hope this video helped if you're trying to decide what microphone you want to go to, or if you should switch over from a iPhone connecting type mic to a lavalier microphone. I think it's a good switch. It is definitely easier for recording videos. I can just plug it directly into my phone. The audio and video is all going to be synced together anyway. So when I go to do post-processing, it's going to make my post-processing job a lot easier. And that's it for this video. Kept it nice and short. Until next time.